Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This Week in Caps episode 67 goes live in a couple minutes. We have Miki from Mag Park in the house today. So if you guys are here, drop a like on the video and let us know you're here in the chat. So we already see Soul7. What's going on? Jason Hill and Jonas.
Of course, Josh. He's going to be right on. We appreciate it, bud.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun episode. Fun episode.
Run a skeleton crew tonight, so
it's okay.
Lots of room to talk.
Gives us more chance to get more lines in, Jay.
That's right. We'll put Miki on the spot too. Have him rip up some other companies.
And start beef with other stores and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll come off the bench. We'll be fine. I'll step
Okay.
back.
All right. Run it. I cannot type today. There we go. So Leon had a little mini hat convention up in Toronto today. I think it's her first time he's seen live people in 17 months.
First time I was at a restaurant with friends in like 2 years, it feels like, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
Are things starting to open back up out there?
Yeah, a little bit. Your president still hasn't opened the borders for us, us frostbacks to come through yet. So they're supposed to have a decision August 21st. So that's a week before your thing. So hopefully we get some good news. If not, Tony's coming for sure. My business partner, Tony. So
Awesome.
We'll have some stuff, some representation at the sixth party. I mean, come on, man. It's the sixth party. I got to come out there.
It's the sixth party. You got to make it out.
Oh, shoot. Forgot about this drop.
Who's dropping right now? Sports World dropped a bunch. Oh, okay. Sports World dropped a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they had a few. They've really gotten hit by the slowdown.
DJ caught that.
What's that?
DJ caught my frostback comment.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
That's all right. Apparently, I'm awkward. That's what the comments say, and I'm a dork.
Aren't we all though?
I guess.
In our own little way.
I guess so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people,
mean, we have a YouTube show that talks about hats.
as they come
Pretty
out.
much
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty dorky.
99% of the world would think that's pretty dorky.
I guess.
Yeah.
But it's all about that 1%.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And we enjoy that 1% that joins us every week. Oh, here comes the sold out comments. All right, here we go.
It's like you got something to do with it, right? I mean, you do have something to do with it, but it's not like you got something to do with it.
I don't order quantities, man. I wish it did. Everybody'd have a hat. But that's not how it works.
You need to run a platform, a hat for every head.
That would be awesome, man. Renaissance man, this is very cool.
Cool.
the other 99% don't realize it yet. So
All right, cool. Let's get started, Jay.
okay, let me pull this down here.
Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. This is episode 67. This week in Caps. We got a really cool guest in the house today, Miki from Mag Park. Pierre's unfortunately out due to a death in the family, so we do, send our condolences to Pierre. He's with us at Spirit. But yeah, we got Miki here. He runs Mag Park, multiple locations. He has an event coming up that we wanted to make sure that we highlight and promo and kind of give you an idea of the man behind the store, I guess. So Miki, kind of tell us about yourself. How'd you get started? And then now you've kind of transitioned to hat. So we'll get to that a little bit later, but let's get acquainted with you and kind of make sure our viewers know who you are and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Miki Guerra Michael from Arleta, California, which is adjacent to Pacoima. If you're a local, that'd be the closest hood to like a Van Nuys or Burbank, airport.
Okay.
Just grew up in the San Fernando Valley. Got into sneakers really early on with my basketball passion. When you're 5'10" Hispanic and you're playing a power forward, your aspirations.
I was going to say you're a power forward for sure. Power forward for sure.
I mean, I developed eventually. I wanted to be Allen Iverson, but I don't know how far those dreams would have gone. Pound for pound, that was the guy for me, at least growing up. And so that's really where my first inspo and everything that really drove me into what eventually became my first company when I was 17 was a clothing line called RBC. And because it's cancel culture now, I won't say what it stood for, but I remixed it to become Relations Beyond Color, which is really what our little clique was about. We had different races, different ethnicities and cultures, and a typical first T-shirt, aka clothing owner, clothing apparel owner. I own a brand. I have one T-shirt. I own a brand. That whole vibe. Learning that whole process. I made 250 white tees with the same graphic, and couldn't find 30 people to sell them to. So, I went through that whole process, and eventually it taught my little brother how the clothing game worked. He did research and development and, sold tees out of his trunk in college. And that led into eventually what became my first store with him. And we started the WAR store. WAR stood for We Are Royalty. Family's big on acronyms, clearly. War is also the translation of my last name, Guerra. So that's why everybody calls me Miki War.
Gotcha.
And that came from my DJ name. I DJ'd still DJing, but since 2005. And right before I opened that first store, I was traveling the world, headlining Vegas, doing pretty much every major nightclub. And that is what built my network eventually into this retail business. First store didn't work out. We had unfortunately, some business partners that we just couldn't align our visions with, but they introduced me into what became my bread and butter, which was sneaker and footwear resale. And so
Gotcha.
Never heard of Flight Club, never heard of guys like Riff, the major players, and just didn't know who they were. And that's how I started a small store in Burbank called Burbank Kicks. I got an $800 loan from the partners there to just get some shelves, and 3 really close friends that gave me 150 pairs of shoes. And those 150 pairs of shoes turned into 1,200 pairs by the time we were done there, 11 months later. And that $800 loan turned into $600,000 in gross revenue in those 10 or 11 months of business. From there evolved what became and what's now known as Mag Park, which is short for the Magnolia Park. And really, to kind of rush through it, the Mag Park the original name was going to be Community. and with no I, because there's no I in community. Anybody can steal that.
Free game right there.
Not using it anymore. But yeah, so Magnolia Park really was just named after the park that I grew up at, which is Brantford Park. And it's just like this recreation park center. You know, you go there, you meet all your best friends, you're playing sports on the summer, your parents are, you know, barbecuing together on a Saturday while you go play baseball or basketball, whatever the sports that season was in. And so really, I just wanted to translate that a la Night at the Roxbury. It's literally a park inside that feels like you're outside. Yeah, it's whole head nod. Yeah, so that was really the inspo, and that's how we opened the first ever Mag Park in August 29th, 2015, with a half-court basketball court with imported wood floor from Europe, padded so you could play like an NBA game if you wanted to, DJ booth, the whole everything, you know. So that's how we opened Mag, and then I don't know how long I could go on forever where we're at today, but yeah. And then most recently, I guess I would say, fast forward, skipping over the hat part of it, I'm also the curator and partner of PacSun Reserve with PacSun nationally. So I do a resell partnership with them at the moment.
All right. So, and then, so yeah, eventually you got into Hatson at Mag Park. You started that, what, a couple years ago?
Yeah. So like fitted specifically was really 2019.
Okay.
Was when we were getting into it. For references, I brought everything down from my closet, but the first ever hat I did through that GCP program, shout out to my guy Marco at Nira. He was really the guy that was like, stop sleeping on headwear, like, or at least fitted headwear, you know. And in the retail side of things, I was really taught, like, you know, minimizing risk. That's what you're taught. You don't want things to sit on the shelf, et cetera, et cetera. And so the only reason I never even messed with fitteds, even though I was a big fan, was because of just playing your odds. And Marco I've known forever because he used to be my sales rep for Umbro and Mitchell and S. And so we were doing a ton of work with Mitchell and S. And he was just like, yo, like we got the ability to do whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, like, what do you recommend? And he literally was like, bro, I've never seen a black hat with the 59 World Series patch on it. This is, again, 2019, green bottom, no batterman to keep it authentic. And so we just like quickly, obviously worn to shit. Yeah. And just, that was the first thing that I ever made with them. And so did 100 units, it sold out in a week. And I'm like, whoa, like what's the deal with fitteds? And that's how myself, and shout out to Big Boy, AKA Chris, who I've known for about 10 years now, from the nightlife scene. And he just kept coming in and like cleaning me out for hats. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what is this dude's thing? You know, I hook him up. Like, I give a couple discounts, do whatever. I'm like, look, if you're selling them full price, like, do your thing. It's all love. And surely enough, he just kept coming. So I just kept seeing his face, and I'm like, okay, cool. And as I saw him, and, you know, we're dealing with the pandemic and different things going on, you know, you start looking at everything and looking at different opportunities. And that's really how, you know, I was looking at a couple color palettes. I'm like, all right, if I can do whatever, like, I'd really love to do a brown hat. And again, this is like June 2020. And I mean, I can be held accountable if somebody could prove me wrong, but there was only 4 hats in Nira's system that were brown Dodgers at the time. I think that's 4 hats ever. And I recently got a glimpse into the system, and it's like 400 pages, like brown. Yeah. So it's definitely been different now, but that's how essentially I came up with the Pink Mocha collection. The collection really only came because I couldn't choose. Like, I was like, I like this, I like the two-tone, I like the black with the little hints. And you know, that's how we came with the first collection that I kind of put us, honestly, I would think, on the map.
Yeah,
as far
it
as my part.
definitely got you on my radar. That's for sure.
Yeah. And that was a tough one because, you know, like the culture is the culture. They're gonna keep it true and they're gonna hold you accountable. And, you know, I never wanted to throw a pink underbrim just cause, and everybody has their different reasons, right? Like I come from a resale background. So I can't judge a guy who's gonna resell a hat because that's in my nature. But I also understand taking advantage or doing or whatever, or just how you go about business. And I think when we first went about doing Pink Mogo, it's kind of like, all right, like this is just genuine to a story we want to tell. And I hadn't seen it at the time. My view is a little different. We're on the West. This is a heavy East movement that just started to take over the rest of the world. And so, you know, we try to do our best about just being genuine and about our stories. And, you know, if I saw Stussy dunk, or I saw Air Max Bacon 90, or if I saw Travis Scott, or I saw Mocha 1, like inspiration really just drives from everywhere, you know? So that's how we ended up with Pink Mocha.
Cool. Very cool, man.
That's cool. And you followed it up with a couple, you know, crazy collections. You know, the Mango Lava was crazy. I'm wearing the Olympic pack right now. For those who don't know, this one created major panic. So, you know, shout out to you and your team over there. Kind of giving LA a voice, because at first when we were starting to cover all of the different vendors and everything, some of the LA stores were, you know, slow to move. You know, they didn't like side patches or they didn't like colored bottoms or whatever. So, you know,
most
you
of
guys
them were
really
even
embraced.
slow to even get online. Like,
Yeah.
So
You know, shout out to you guys for being on the forefront of that. And then you guys are having a 6-year anniversary party. So, you know, let's cover that real quick, and then we'll jump into this week in caps. But for you guys, what's the date, you know, and what's the plan?
Yeah, so Mag Park 6-year anniversary. We're gonna do a weekend worth of fun times. So August 27th will be the first event. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for sharing this, because I think it's confirmed. Shout out to my guy T-Mark, shout out to Scruff God. Both of them will be hosting a pop-up on the 27th. That'll be in correlation with stuff that we're gonna drop together, some exclusive stuff they're dropping strictly for that. So we're gonna start with that on Friday. And then Saturday, I wanna make sure I shout out everybody, but we're gonna kind of do, you know, we've gone to tons of sneaker shows, tons of different trade shows. So the buy, sell, trade environment will be emulated at the store on Saturday. Although, you know, we're grateful and want to celebrate the 6 years. The reality is we wouldn't be in business 6 years if it wasn't for everyone who supports us. And so we're gonna have a buy, sell, trade kind of day. Shout out to West Kept Secrets. Big boy, I gotta say a big shout out to Goik, because that man has really helped us kind of just put our whole everything together design wise. And you know, I'm happy to say a lot of people are coming out that include Noho Natty and the network, that include Goose, you know, and shout out to Goose, who's just like the dot connector really for us. Secret Society, Brim Waves, Tab, Blue Brims, like all, you know, we have a lot of people coming out, and I think we're gonna have a really good time. You know, everybody operates their business a little different. Everybody has different people to speak to, and I understand corporate companies have to manage their locations the way they do. In our case, I'm super blessed and grateful to be able to make some decisions. And you know, we're not going to make people go outside and sell their pins. Like, come inside, have a good time within capacity, of course. Like, it's not like a huge show, but you know, we'll do our best and fill up the entire court and just have a good time. You know, live DJs for all the events, and we'll close it out with my coming out of DJ retirement post pandemic at the Highlight Room in Hollywood. Which will be a little bit of a tighter list, but you know, obviously friends and family will definitely be there. So we're just you know, trying to have a good time and celebrate, you know, the fact that we're able to be around some good people.
Yeah,
awesome.
And for those who don't know, Miki and I could be the ones to blame for that What Fire song. So if you heard that What Fire song, that was just a random thing that we did. So, that's just a little snippet of Mickey's DJ skills. So, that's a small sample size, but hopefully you guys can make it out. This is a very cool East meets West event. I'm gonna do my best to make it out there, pending Biden approval. I'm gonna flash the sample hats that they might have to sell, but no screenshots, please. But there it is. That's all you get. So with that being said, Jason, let's start.
All right, man. Let's go start with the big one of them all, and that's New Era Cat, man.
Ooh.
So they came out with some like I'm not even sure I don't even remember what they called these. They're like the city collection
redo. These look like new logos with old colorways. So you got the Raptor
a lot
in
like
purple.
that. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The Spurs with that funky, the
maybe
Wizards.
It was the color mix-up collection or something like that. But yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about these, Mickey?
I like the approach. I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes NBA hats, unless I think just the traditional logo sometimes to me it's just a lot. It doesn't give it the same approach for me. But I think again, there's a hat for everybody, so it'll translate.
This is like the best you can almost do because they don't have the Hardwood Classic contract anymore. That belongs to Mitchell and Ness. So maybe this is kind of like their stab at the crossover collection that Hat Club kind of put out, or at some different stores. But it is interesting. I don't know if it's like a really big needle mover, but if you want a Warriors in a San Francisco, Warriors colorway, here you go. If you want the Raptors in the old purple.
I'm digging that Wizard one though. I don't know.
The Wizard one looks okay. The Rockets one is actually not bad. Yao Ming.
I'm not the Hawks either.
Right, but the Clippers is horrendous, I think. That Spurs, man, that Spurs. But yeah, what's on page 2, Jay?
All right. Scribble. That's what they call this thing. They should have just scribbled it right off the drawing board.
Yeah, they should have scribbled this off the order. What happened?
I have no idea. This is just terrible.
I saw Rally House. They did a couple college ones too, right?
Yeah, so there's some college ones floating around. There's some NFL ones floating around. The Lids and Fanatics all had some college ones on there too.
And they forced a two-tone on some of them. So like that Blue Jays is a two-tone for some reason.
That's a terrible two-tone. Navy and Royal. Man. That's not good.
Man. So Mickey, how valuable allocation is lately? Would you waste any of your allocation on any of these hats?
You didn't see our name on any of those lists, so
man.
No, I'm good.
So that's the thing. Like New Era, I don't know how well they attend to their own allocation list. I mean, they can basically say, "Screw all you guys, we're selling our own hats and taking all the allocation." Right? Yeah. So, and who knows when these were actually made? But they shouldn't have never been made, in my opinion. I don't know. Do better, New Era. You guys,
this ain't good.
You see every single design that gets sold.
Right.
Take some inspiration for crying out loud. Anyway.
Shout out to New Era though.
without them, we wouldn't be wearing hats.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to New Era. But if you need some design help, man, there's a lot of talented people out there.
Very much so. All right, and Bronx Social had their 2000 All-Star Game mix-up collection.
Yeah. So the Braves looks like it's the only proper one, and then they did the Mets and the Yankees in the Braves colorway with the 2000 patch. I don't know how I feel about this. It worked well with the Cincinnati one, kind of, because like Griffey was such a big part of that. Like, there's like a story to tell, but
they kept it. They kept it in like
Cincinnati colors,
not the Braves colors. So I don't know. I like it, but I don't.
Yeah, this is like a gotcha hat moment, right? Like the Braves beat up the Yankees beat up the Braves. The Yankees beat up the Braves so badly they took their hat.
This is to be fair, this is an All-Star game hat, not a
Fair
World
enough.
Series hat.
Fair
So-
enough. Fair enough.
All right.
And then the Blue Jay hat's okay. You know, I think we've seen that
Pink and
before.
black. Yep.
Yeah, cookies and cream, and then just some standard like old school Yankee stuff. I mean, like if you go back this far, like the Yankees have such a rich history, and then you just you keep the front logo the same as per the era, and then you do the side. Like you could probably blow out a lot of these, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is like the third or fourth time we've seen these come through. Bronx Social, at least. They just keep restocking these and they keep selling them. So good on them.
Yeah.
Historical hats are always fantastic, even though they wouldn't have
Yeah.
actually worn any of these patches on field in 1932 or
Right.
28. But
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
yeah,
Capanova.
everybody's favorite. They're continuing with their recent NFL stuff. Getting it up ready for the season to start. Miki, what say you?
Shoot. I like the. I don't know. I'm not a big football hat guy. I got to represent for my guy from the Chiefs. I won't name names to like name drop, but
Okay.
Drop all the names, man. I don't care.
Yeah. No. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, Frank. I mean, Frank Clark. He's the man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out Frank.
So I got a rep. So maybe I'll grab a Chiefs hat for that. Can't rep with anybody else.
It looks like there's something above. You see, Jace. You see the middle one? It looks like there's like a green hit above the New Era flag. You see that?
Yeah, that might be the other Super Bowl patch. It kind of looks like another Super Bowl patch. So I know the Chiefs played in a couple of them back then.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Super Bowl 4. I know they won Super Bowl 3.
Okay.
So I might have a few patches on them.
Man, that tonal Patriots is horrendous.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
The only possible one, maybe the Pat the Patriot.
I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'll
Bucks.
never wear a Chiefs hat, but that top left Chiefs one's not bad.
Hulk Hogan vibes.
The two bottom Patriots ones are pretty good. I'm just not a fan of the undervisor and the crown matching colors on a two-tone. Otherwise, that Buccaneers one wouldn't be too bad. But
yeah.
Anyway,
all right.
At least they're doing something different.
Yeah, they're trying.
Everybody's favorite, ECAP
Speaking
City.
Speaking of not trying,
they're
shout out to
trying.
ECAP City.
They're trying.
I mean,
there's a lot of swings and misses, but there's some good hats here.
they gave you a peach at the front of your Atlanta there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the extra embroidery, right? But as a retailer, anytime we've carried anything with those little icons, they always move.
Yeah.
The generic person that's not I guess a purist, it sells. I'm not personally a fan of it, but
yeah, I think for us, we see hats so often that we're just kind of numb to it. When they first came out, I gotta admit, like, hey, it's different. I don't have a hat like this. I'll grab it, whatever. But like, once you see it after it's like 200th iteration, it gets tough, right? I mean, LeBron kind of set the trend with the palm tree, with the Just Don and the Avi Gold, better gift shop move, and then everything has been kind of playing catch up to that. Yeah. That was the big kind of movement that I kind of noticed, but it is what it is.
I mean, if I had allocation, the difference is allocation now. Like, if I had allocation, like I'd be running A-frames with those emblems all day, and like I would probably move a ton. But if I'm gonna use my creativity in certain slots, like I'm gonna try and at least put out the best product I can.
Yeah. Jay, do you know offhand if that Indians hat sold out? The top right?
ECAP City sells out everything.
Yeah. So that's funny too, right? So Hat Club dropped that same hat, right?
This hat has been dropped everywhere. Exclusive has dropped it. Sports World has dropped it. ECAP has dropped it.
But it's sitting on Hat Club's site.
It's because it doesn't have a color UV, maybe? I don't know.
It's weird. It's the same hat though. but
Right.
Different quantities, probably,
yeah, maybe. But
Yeah.
quantities and crowds.
you see
Sure.
anything here that's redeemable?
The
Jay?
Brewers ain't bad. I'm not even going to count the Phillies and the Indians because those are basically retro on fields. Those
Same
are,
with the Yankees.
yeah,
99.
even those aren't even ECAPS designs.
Mhm.
So I don't mind the Brewers. The Diamondbacks is all right.
Yeah.
Rockies, if they would have used the other logo, might have turned out okay. But the one with the C, just I don't know. The color blocking is not great on that one.
I feel like they're trying to do some sort of shoe hook there.
Probably would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But all right, let's see what fourth quarter got.
Not much.
Two hats.
Two hats, but the one on the left, Mexican League hat, Guerreros, pretty cool. And then a USC all black. So
Okay.
obviously they're close to Pasadena, so they're gonna sell that Trojan stuff whenever they can.
Mhm. The
You know,
Guerreros,
I mean-
that's the one with the cricket logo, right? They got the cricket in their logo.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Mickey, you able to carry any Mexican League stuff, or would it sell in your shop?
Would it sell? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
just
those Southern California places are about the only ones I ever see carrying those.
Yeah,
outside
I
of
mean,
New Era,
I
Mexico.
have even, I mean, the use, I don't see it a ton outside of California either, but the use of like just country flags. So like Mexican flag. I actually have a hat that I placed an order for back in March, and now it's going to show up in November for a 30-day with a Salvadorian flag on it. So, but yeah, don't see it as much outside of the state, but I think it moves.
Cool.
All right, and then our pal Evan up in the Pacific Northwest did his Peacekeepers pre-order finally came in, so he put extras up on the site.
That's badass. I like that olive.
It's fire.
Yeah. So Evan is a guy that runs like a wood bat baseball league in British Columbia, Canada. So he makes the extras and stuff for like the teams available to purchase. Like anyone can just purchase them. So usually these are like tied to some team or anything. So they have like full custom jerseys and hats and all that stuff. Yeah, shout out to Evan.
Yeah, I don't think these are tied to it.
Yeah, these might not be.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's kind of how he started, and he's kind of branching out. So he made a separate like kind of entity, Flex Your Head, and kind of started his brand out there. So
Very cool. All right, MLB shop.
Oh my god.
Or Fanatics or whatever you want to call it.
Woven patch.
Woven. It might even be plastic. I don't know.
Jeez, man.
At least they limited it to only West Coast teams.
They only punished the West Coast with these.
Yeah, because these would never go anywhere on the East Coast.
Oh my
or
god.
Anywhere else in the country.
See, woven patches is like acceptable if it's like on like a jersey, I think, or on a piece of clothing, but just on a hat, man. Like, I get it though. You can get a lot of details, like like those 6 stripes. I mean, although they're unnecessary on the banners, you're not gonna get that, on a thing. And then the letters, Mickey, you can attest. Sometimes the letters don't come out how you like it if they're that small. So you have to go woven, but like, just design around it. Dodgers is missing the white button too.
Human calculator. I forgot Texas is not on the West Coast. Whatever. It's their own freaking country anyway. So, but anyway, yeah. So you weren't gonna buy the hat anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, these are much better from them.
You like these?
I do. At least some of them. I like the ones with the single color front logos.
Okay.
I like on this page, like the top right Braves and the Kansas City at the bottom. Other ones look a little muddled, but I do like the color combo. Red
This is
Knights
bad.
blue.
This is bad patchwork, man.
On some of them for sure.
I mean, the only passable one to me is World Series 1983. The rest of them are just, I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming too picky, but I would have
You
worked
are.
on it. I would have worked on these patches a little bit more. It just
Okay.
feels kind of washed out, and then the certain colors don't pop. So like on red, they used red, so it kind of tones it out. So there's no pop there, right? You need some type of maybe third or fourth color to kind of work with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're just limiting your hat to 3 colors. It's tough, right? Because when you have these patches that have 5, 6, 7 colors, you gotta start making some choices. I don't know.
But yeah, so yeah, if you're gonna do, like you were saying, if you're gonna do the 2, limit yourself to 3 colors for the patch to keep with the tone, then you got to pick a side patch that can work with 3 colors, like the World Series ones. But some of these
Correct.
All-Star game ones, there's no way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, the KC is raised. That's kind of cool. But other than that,
that's cool.
there's no pop. Maybe like silver. You gotta get some silver in there. So I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think, Mickey?
Yeah, something subtle like a silver or gray would just help it, at least in the patch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at the Cubs, but yeah, that second usage of the red or too much is just like, I think I like this because the blue's able to stand out a little more on that one.
Or maybe even like a burgundy, or almost like a black. Because like when you don't outline stuff and you're relying on a color like red to outline, it's really tough to make out what the heck's what.
Yeah.
So here are some other ones.
See here, LA's passable.
Passable. LA's good.
All right, LA's good. I'll give it good.
Yeah.
Texas
Rangers is
ain't
good.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest kind of suck.
Come
Angels,
on,
maybe.
San Diego. San Diego ain't bad either.
I don't know, man.
You see they use navy or black in the Angels, at least for the batterman there. And even
They did.
that small detail just like helps it.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
You introduce the other color. It's like when you get it, kind of like tie yourself down, like, okay, we're gonna make a red, white, and blue, hat, and then you can't stray away from that. Like you gotta make sure you hit the right patch.
Yeah.
No, I got the Braves one, the single letter. I did not get the tomahawk one. That one was a little too muddled, but I'll let you know how they look in hand.
Yeah. And these kind of pictures don't, they don't, give it the whole thing, because this angle isn't bad. It is pretty bad. Like I mean, you can kind of see what it is, but you can't really see what it is. So,
Right.
We'll see. I like the San Diego at the front.
Mhm.
That's cool.
I like Dodgers in the front too.
Yeah. See how washed the Seattle one looks like? See, there's no white at all.
They should have used white instead of red, but maybe they
Mhm.
couldn't. I don't know how the digitizing on that logo is.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about the San Fran hat.
San Fran is a beautiful hat.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Oh, mostly because you hate it.
Okay, fair enough.
It definitely gets bonus points for that.
We're seeing
But no,
that front logo more now. Now, at least it's a different San Fran logo. At least I don't hate San Fran hats. I just think they're boring. That's all. Or they're made boringly, for the most part. Not all. No, I'm not gonna, keep up the San Fran slander and say all San Fran hats suck. I'm just saying they got a really cool colorway, black and orange. Just reminds me of Halloween. And then when you take the San Fran and apply it on different canvases or different colors, I just think the other teams are more interesting. That's all. But I say that and I have a ton of LA hats, so I don't know.
Right. And the LA logo hasn't changed in 40 years besides the size.
Partially why I like it though.
70 years.
Partially why I like it. I don't know. Maybe it's because like it's cooler to be from LA or something. I don't know. My perception is it's cooler to be from LA. I don't know. Maybe Miki can speak on that, but maybe I have a lot of LA fans that just hate San Fran.
He's going to say it's going to be way cooler to be from LA. Of course he is.
But maybe because like a lot of people from my circle are from LA and they hate San Fran and they hate the Giants or whatever. So maybe I'm influenced that way. I don't know. But
obviously
it's not personal.
Oaklandish did a couple reissues and then a new Oakland logo, which I've never seen before. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's the hieroglyphics. That's like a rap group. on
In the
the
upper
top
left,
left.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the O just for Oakland, and then the Oakland roots. They've done the bottom one before in different colors, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, they're the home shop of the Oakland Roots Soccer Club.
Okay.
So they do all their merchandise for them. So
Is that MLS team?
no, it's 2 levels below that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oakland's always showing that tree thing, right? Like that's their thing.
Yeah.
Is that like a family tree? Like what is there a story behind that? I have no idea. I
That's the
sound so
town,
ignorant.
man.
Okay. All right.
That's just a symbol from the city of Oakland.
They like trees. Okay.
Because the Warriors have used oak tree, Oakland.
Oakland. Oh, okay. See, I'm learning stuff. The land of oak trees. Cool.
Yeah.
I just know California redwoods out there. That's all. That's what they're
Yeah.
famous for, right?
Oakland Roots. I mean, you guys should be embracing that. It might be the only professional team you have left here in a few years. So.
Whoa, shots fired. I mean,
Well, I'm
Vegas
just
might
saying.
take the A's, right?
Right. The A's
Yeah.
aren't going to be there past 26. So.
You don't think so? Damn.
No.
They're like the Warriors league too. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Exclusive Fitted gave your Toronto some love this week.
Oh my
Some
god.
Tampa Bay love too.
My god. What happened? This is like looking at a car wreck.
All right.
Come on.
Mickey,
You like
Mickey,
these?
You have to buy 3 of these.
3?
Yeah, you have to buy 3 of them. Which 3 are you buying?
Oh my god. Hopefully, hopefully leave the store with a receipt, man.
Rangers.
Okay.
I'm mad at.
I like that one.
The Rangers is good.
Yeah.
Good eye.
I like that. Fuck, this is tough. I mean, I get the Tropicana field with the Tampa Bay
Kind of grapefruity, yeah.
and the
Orange juice, man.
Yeah.
They modeled it after the Tropicana orange juice.
and
Weird color orange.
if I gotta pick a third, I'd pick the Cards at the bottom row.
Which one?
I'm sorry,
Fuchsia or black?
no, the black one.
Okay. Ooh. This one's tough.
All right. Hey,
These
Leon,
might look.
hey, Leon, your turn. You have to pick 3,
All
and
right.
none of them can be a Toronto hat.
Okay. These might look better in person. I think I'm hating on them a little bit because of the pictures. So I'm going with Texas, like Mickey.
Yep.
I'll go Yankees because I think that's infrared and blue. Or
That's the
infrared
exact same colors we just saw.
of what?
Oh, the
From MLB
inverse.
shop.
Oh no, that's the same thing.
Oh, is that red and sky blue?
I believe so. That might be a lavender though.
Looks like
Actually,
lavender.
It could be
Yeah.
lavender, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
lavender or red, I don't know, man. And then I'll go off the wall. I'll take the Cardinals, but that fuchsia color one.
Okay.
So Yankees, Texas, Cardinals, fuchsia. But the Tampa ones, not the
And the
orange juice one, but the middle Tampa might be okay in hand.
Yeah, those 2 are probably fine. Both purple and
Yeah.
the green.
I have a
Okay.
feeling it's the pictures, man. These
Yeah.
pictures are not helping these hats, man.
No, yeah, their pictures on Instagram look much better. They make the hats look at least you want to try and buy them sometimes. So
Mhm.
yeah, just put the same pictures on your website. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's weird. But I mean, they're selling out, so they're
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, there's other reasons for that, but locker room, fortunately, they fortunately for them, unfortunately for us, a lot of their great stuff is selling out in store. So not a lot of it's making to the website. Mickey, you ever line up at the locker room of Downey in those big old lines they have? No, okay.
It's a little far for me. It's a little
Oh,
far.
is it? Okay.
Deep out there.
Yeah, but so this is what did make it online for them this week. I mean, LA 59 is pretty good.
yeah, seen it before. Mickey, do you have a
Yeah.
preference? The big LA like that or the regular kind of small LA for a hat?
You know, the bigger LA grew on me over time. I think at the beginning when I was just like, I'm not a huge fan of the big and the skinny font, but if I had a preference, I don't think I have a preference. I just rock with, I think they all tell their stories at the right times.
Yeah. I think with the sombrero, they're being more strict about it. You have to use the bigger one.
Yeah.
So
Same with the first World Series, and then that new what is it, Coliseum, or the patch that's starting to make its way around.
What's your take on the overusage of sugar skulls on hats? Do you find it necessary to walk around with a sugar skull? I'm sick of it.
I don't know. That's not our demo. We really have. Yeah, I don't know.
Jay, would you walk around? I know you hate the Dodgers, but if
I
they
have a
made an
couple.
Atlanta, if they
I
made
have
an
a couple
Atlanta version,
I have a couple sugar skulls. An Inland Empire one. I wear that one quite a bit. That might be the only one I have, actually, now that I think about it.
yeah, it's just like stuff like this. I just wish they would, consult someone who deals with it. Like you can get an accurate sugar skull. It just seems so like, I don't know, just kind of ham hocked and put together.
Talking about locker room or New Era?
No, just New Era in general. Like, I mean, this isn't like something that locker room kind of drew together. They just ordered it, right? But like,
I mean,
like the art.
They just order everything.
Yeah, they order everything and everyone's. But just like, I don't know, it's just, man, it just feels like appropriation a little bit. But it is what it is. Hopefully someone can do a good sugar skulls one of these days. But until then, compound. Yeah, that camo thing, right? Yeah. Camo and Hunter Orange. That looks like a kind of like an ivory under. It's funny too, because when Melo and Kevin Durant and Kyle Lowry used to wear these compound hats, I used to like wish, like, damn, I wish they made fitteds. And now that they make fitteds, I'm like, damn, I don't want to pay $60 for a fitted. Is that bad? Number
$60 is pretty much a going price anymore, man.
I guess. I don't know. I'm one of those like cheap bastards, I guess. But I've always wanted a compound hat, Now that they have them, I'm not like super excited about getting them. I don't know, I'm a jerk that way. But and Kyle Lowry left us anyway, so here's what it is. Compound.
All right, good for them. Oh.
Like break. All right. So the Leon King says we have
I don't know.
112 people watching, and we only have 59 likes. That is pathetic, people. We're here spending our Saturday night with Miki. We're giving you guys free content. Jason Mita's slaved for 3 to 4 hours to put together this amazing keynote. And the people are not liking it. I don't know.
I'm pissing some people off in the comments, so maybe that's why.
Oh, you going at him, eh?
Yeah, just saying where you're from. You just wear it, whether you can or can't wear a fitted or not.
Yeah, I saw a couple of weird comments in here.
Yeah,
talking about snapbacks and stuff. So maybe they're just trolling. It's cool.
Probably trolling.
They're trolling.
Get out of here.
All right, we up to 61.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
All right.
So fresh.
So fresh got to get. They got to get one like boy Goiki here, man. We got to work on this logo here. So fresh. That's number one. But go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
That's got to be the top 5 search for Google banner.
Yeah, that's some royalty free banner right there. But yeah, go on, Jay.
No, just some nice little fitteds here. One issue with them though is they only order 18 of each.
That's it.
And then they put them online.
Then they still gone.
So it's like a feast, and they're gone. Yeah. So
yeah.
And you
Giants
on here, Leon?
The Giants we've seen before, right? Bottom right. That's that Warriors hook, I think.
Yeah, that was a restock. The Giants and the Berkeley Angels. That was what I'll call it. Top middle. Those are restocks.
That's not bad. I think that Diamondbacks would be good in hand. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too big on the beef and broccoli colorway top left, but Giants. That's a different kind of side patch. That's a different front. So you give them points for trying. Even the Giants logo with the ball is much. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, if they can make more hats with different kind of logos, like that Giants hat's pretty solid. Bottom right. I'm gonna pass on that Washington hat though.
I don't think I'd ever say this, but yeah, the Giants hats are kind of stand out to me.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? What are you liking?
I like that. I don't know why, but I like that Nationals one.
You do
Or
like it.
Senators one. I don't like the side patch so much, but I do like the colors.
I think you have a weakness for peach for some.
I do. I peach and
Yeah.
metallic gold. Yeah, give it to me all day long.
Yeah.
Giants is cool. A different logo. Yeah.
People are saying this is pics from the drone angle.
Yeah, man. They again learn to take pictures for your website. Sell your hats, man. Sell
Yeah.
your hats.
What's your favorite pick, product pick, angle?
We'll see it coming up. Anthem does a pretty good job.
Okay.
There's a couple.
I don't think there's not a good one angle for a hat though, right? Because
No.
you want something front and center. You want to see how the freaking front looks like. Then you want something just aside, and then maybe something towards the back so you can see the UV and the gut. I don't know. Like you gotta have at least 5 pictures.
You do, but there is a way to capture at least the overall essence of the hat with the one angle.
Yeah.
It's hard to do though.
You need the cap sack.
You need the cap sack, basically.
Yeah.
Show the front,
Pierre,
show the UV and the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Pierre's not here, but he takes his angle, he puts a beanbag into the hat and he angles it so that the beanbag weighs the hat over. So you can see that it kind of like this. You'll see it more, but you kind of see it like this. So you see the side patch, the under, the guts, and then the front in one shot. The only thing it doesn't show is the batterman, but
which is fine.
Like that checks a lot of. I think that checks 4 out of 5 boxes. But
yeah, we'll live with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than this because you're just gonna guess what the undervisor is here.
Right.
Right. That's the first thing people ask, right? Nowadays.
Right. If you're going with this angle, one, you gotta lower it.
Yeah.
You know, take a more right at that, front right panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta have a picture of the UV, which I think they did. I just didn't.
Yeah, and we're criticizing them because we're pulling on one.
I think all of these were gray anyway. So
okay. Yeah. I mean, whenever you post a picture like this, that's the first thing people ask. What color under? So,
right.
See what Stash got. Okay. Do we know if our boy Ty worked on this?
I believe he did. Don't know.
Yeah,
I thought I saw him post it, but maybe he didn't.
I'm not sure.
So this angle here though ain't bad either. If
it's not bad
to put 2 hats together to show off the different elements isn't bad. But what do you think?
I like it. I mean, it's simple. It's just like it's an everyday. Beat it up. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, there's nothing egregious about it. I don't think.
Right.
I'm just curious what's the gold about. But there's probably a story to it. There's probably a good reason.
Yeah.
Grippo chips. What TJ is saying.
Grippo chips. Okay, so chip hook.
Yeah.
We don't have them in Canada, so
I've never heard of them
they
either.
taste really good.
Yep.
Let's do a Midwest thing. Shout out to Ty.
It's not a Midwest thing. I've never heard of grippo chips.
All right. Midwest thing minus Iowa thing.
Chicago thing, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Mo Sports. They had a drop as we were going on there too. The Jolly Rancher one. Didn't quite make it on here, but
see, this angle ain't bad. From this angle, we can see that they've purchased a hat crawler pin. So I hope they give you royalties for that. Top right, they got Jason's logo on the side there on the pin. I don't know, man. Like the bending the hat too for the product pick kind of weirds me out a little bit because then it's just like, are you buying these used or pre-curved or something? I know they don't pre-curve the hats, but it's always kind of weird to me when you take product pics of,
He must be keeping it because they're all 3/8. So.
Yeah, that must be his copy. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's already curved the brim, so he shouldn't be selling these things. So
no, yeah,
these are probably his personal ones.
Right.
Yeah. These remind me of just like anyone's Instagram though. It doesn't like feel like a store's, hey, you can buy these hats or whatever. But getting past that, the Orioles is interesting, but it's got the Mets side patch.
We've seen that quite a bit from a few places. Use that Mets side patch. I mean, it's cool side patch, but it probably belongs on a Mets hat.
Mm-hmm. We got like the Gundam style Blue Jay colorway almost, and that like dunce cap New York thing, man. I don't know if I can ever get into it. The 6 panel, 6 color thing.
Dude, that was crazy. That thing went nuts when they dropped it. Like, and
I seen
they're-
an eBay thing for 350. Someone
Yeah.
selling for 350.
it's still sitting on Evelyn's site. I don't get what people are doing, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, they put the hat crawler pin on it. Maybe they think the hat crawler pin's coming with it.
He said it does not come with it. He didn't
Okay.
order enough for that. That's for sure.
I mean, that'd be a good way to kind of get your pins out there, sell them through most sports.
There we go. Maybe we'll talk to most sports after the show.
Yeah. Holla at your boy, most sports.
But yeah. This hat's still sitting on Evelyn's, and people are paying $300 for it.
Jeez.
People got too much stimmy money, man.
Well, that, and I mean, it's like the whole FOMO thing, right? Well, it's
Yeah, they
sold
got
out,
scratch
so
and
much.
itch. Yeah,
Yeah,
must
it's
be
sold
good.
out, so it must be good. So
Yeah, must be good.
I'll give you 150. No, 200. But yeah. Whatever.
Okay. So people are saying it's called What the Yankees. I don't know, man. If you have a shoe to rock with it, man, all the power to you. I couldn't. I don't have enough swag in the world to rock that hat, man.
Yeah,
I'm not mad that they use softer tones. Like that, to me, at least makes it like kind of less aggressive than like a pinwheel, like a bronze social pinwheel. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I get it. Everybody's sitting around thinking, what else can we do? And stuff like this is going to come out, and some of it works.
Mhm.
They're definitely trying.
There's got to be an Aim Leon Dore shirt somewhere that matches that hat. I'm assuming. Like,
Yeah,
it's a very
Mhm.
that's crazy.
I might go buy Evelyn's out. Yeah.
The resale business, man.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Mickey knows what's up.
yeah.
All right.
We'll sell it. By
Sports
the way, I
world.
looked at Grippo chips. I get it now. I think I like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Grippo, people are saying Grippo's a Cincinnati thing. So
Okay.
apologies to Chicago
All right.
and to Cincinnati at the same time. So,
Right.
but yeah, sports world, a little mixed bag here.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto one
so-
stands out.
Of course.
Diamondbacks stands out. Cardinals. They're using alternate logos too, which is kind of interesting, right?
So these are like, yeah, the Royals and the Braves used the ligature ones that New Era released a few months ago.
Mhm.
But they're using it with patches and with different colorways, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, they still have to put that word mark on the back. Yeah, which kind of sucks. But because that Braves one, I was all about that Braves one. Then I saw it had the word mark on the back. I'm like, oh,
that reminds me of the Danville Braves because they have a D that's very similar to that.
Yeah.
And then the R is like almost like a rock. I was like, what's this R? Rock? What? And then I was like, oh, Royals, dummy.
Mhm.
But yeah, McDonald's P we see there. Almost like a juicy fruit. Mariners and Cardinals is kind of interesting. But if I'm copying anything, that Diamondbacks 1 and then that Blue Jays 2, I think. Cardinals 3. The purple.
Mickey, you pick 3.
Shoot. Like the Blue Jays.
Mhm.
Like the Diamondbacks. Third one. Gosh. I don't know. I love black hats, man. So I'd probably go with like the Cubs just to switch it up, even though it's kind of a clash.
It might be
What's
brown.
up? That one's brown.
Yeah.
Is it brown?
Brown
Yeah.
copper with a pink bottom.
Oh God.
That's interesting.
We've seen brown, copper, and pink before.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep the brown.
Yeah. See, I'd go with the Brooklyn Cyclones, that Pittsburgh one up top. I don't know. I'm a sucker for that logo. And yeah, Diamondbacks is really good. For sure.
Good stuff, Sports World.
Mm-hmm. Milk back with their cereal themed serial killer.
Is it pre-order?
This is a pre-order. Yep. They said they're going to have it by September.
Yeah, good luck with that. It went right over. Sorry.
What?
I said September 2022.
Yeah. They
Maybe.
won't even be able to put the order in by September. Whatever. Hey, I'll Kamaj's been on the show. Shout out to Kamaj. Ambitious. If you get it, all the power to you. I'll eat some crow.
Promotes to all stores. It's not our problem. It's out of our hands.
But I will apologize if he gets it into his hands by September, because if you're ordering now, even if you can get it in, you're probably looking at ETA October, mid-October, end of October, and they're not even hitting the deadlines by 6 to 8 weeks. So shout out to Kamaj. If it's September, it's September. I'll be wrong. I'll admit it. But Grim Reaper with the cereal, with the scythe in his back pocket.
Scarface crown.
Yeah, it's a no for me. But if you like it, you like it.
My fitteds. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I got that LA on the next slide too. But
yeah, no problem. So that's the Lego.
Yeah, so this was that he was trying to test some stuff, dropped it a small size round, but all right. The rest of them were from the Harry Potter pack.
Mm-hmm. You're a big Harry Potter fan there, Mickey?
No, it's hard for me to connect to it, but
yeah. I didn't watch any of them.
I definitely understand the ties.
Yeah. So a hat for every book. So if you guys were lucky to catch these, I believe these were made in China. The originals were made in Bangladesh. Slight variations on some of them, even though they ordered the same hat. But yeah, the lineups for these were crazy. I saw some people post. People are getting family members to buy. It's kind of like sneakers when you invite the whole family. You have to get when they limit you to one of each. You gotta make some calls. So it is what it is. But congratulations to everyone who copped. My fade's always killing it.
Mm-hmm. These are so nice. I love Florida, Seattle. Those are my two faves.
I like the Orioles, man. The Cincinnati one is killer too. We'll cook or not.
Yeah. All right, and then just today,
video game pack, right?
Video game pack. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The star of the show, in my opinion, is that Seattle Mariners Super Nintendo bottom middle.
You know what the tie is with the stars? That's my only question.
Yeah, I don't know. We've seen that on some Pittsburgh hats too, but I don't know what the why he chose that logo or how he even got access to that logo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, full transparency, we have a collection coming out with using the stars.
Okay.
Slightly differently used, but because it's the front and back hit.
Okay.
But I was just curious to the tie to the Super Nintendo on the stars. I think the hat's great though.
Yeah, I don't know why he specifically chose that logo for that hat.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
We have to ask him about that. We've seen, like Jason said, we've seen some pirate hats with those stars on it, those same stars. But they're in the system. If they're in the system, John Jay's lab will find them and use them. But yeah, Castlevania.
Another great one.
Some anime stuff, some Famicom, Parappa the Rapper, bottom left, Rival School. So it's a good mix. Metal Gear Solid in the middle. Good mix of stuff. I'm sure it hits the nostalgia buttons on most people. So really cool, really great job. That Mets hat, I think that's going to be the only run of it because he said that he somehow snuck in that patch. It's supposed to be locked to 7 line out in Queens. So if you're a Mets fan, I hope you got lucky on that because I don't think that's coming back.
Well, 7 line could always bring it back.
I guess.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
At least the patch, yeah. But no, John Jay's killing it as always. Doesn't really ever have a bad hat, no, for the most part. ECAPS Unlimited. This again is not how you take a picture.
I mean, you get the whole view within 3 pictures. That's not bad.
Well, they used to do a pretty good job. See that the little bottom one? They used to have the front turned a little bit more. So you could actually see the front logo, see the side patch, see the under, see the band.
But don't
But-
tag this price sticker on it, man.
Yeah, take off the price sticker. That's my only thing.
Other than that, you're all right. You know,
Yeah.
like you get the hats untagged, right? So just pull them out, take your picture, and then tag them.
Price it was,
Yeah. The Blue Jay one we seen before, that's a hat club hat, it looks like. The rest of them are, they're okay, I guess. I feel like the picture's really washed out. It's like too much white.
It is. It's very, very, very front lit. So yeah, so that's why the purples don't look quite as purple.
What do you think of this Pirates hat? The purple one. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like the patch. I don't like.
But it got to come with the hat, though. That's the problem.
All right, I can't just like clip that out, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, they use two different purples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have stuck with just one. I think they might have had a winner there, but
Yeah.
maybe not a winner, but a passable hat. I don't know if I like the two-tone purple. I don't know.
Yeah, these are rough.
All right, so some minor league entries this week.
So it's like Shadow Tech on the top left.
Yeah, Shadow Tech.
To match your yoga pants, Mickey.
Oh, Mickey did a brim switch.
Oh, yeah, a little brim switch. Flexing on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it
down
Hank
the bottom-
Aaron that wore the top one? The middle?
Top middle. Oh, so that's from Jacksonville.
Yeah. But
don't
like
know.
a really big star used to wear that hat. I think it's Hank Aaron. They used Hank Aaron, I believe. I could be wrong. Someone's gonna correct me anyway.
Yeah, TJ will know.
Yeah.
And then the bottom two are from Memphis Redbirds. They do a barbecue competition. So it's the dry rub on the left and the wet rub on the right. Two different styles of ribs.
Is there a word hidden in the rib too, right?
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So that Jacksonville one's pretty cool. A little retro.
Yeah. The San Antonio Missions one looks like it's like a heather material too.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into any of these. Maybe the Jacksonville in the middle. I think it's a green. Is it a green under?
I don't know.
Yeah. Jacksonville's is okay. It's like a seam ornament too. It's just really small.
Mhm.
I'm not into the rib stuff, man. I'm already so fat. I can't be walking around with freaking food hats like this. Man. Feed me ribs. Feed me ribs. Point me to the ribs.
Big rib fan.
Yeah.
All right. And then sneaker room, continuing with their once a Friday drop. Got
Yeah,
a little
lavender.
lavender Marlins with the gray under.
Not mad at this.
I'm not mad at it either. It's nice.
No, it's pretty good. Yeah, they do some pretty solid stuff there.
Yeah, this ain't bad. Good photography, kind of artsy. I mean, it beats the stock photo look, right? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'm into
definitely.
Little nature.
it. They gotta water the plants though a little bit, but
There's a
a lot
pot.
of dead leaves. But the hat itself, great hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice hat.
All right. So Jason Hill says that Jacksonville has a green under. Damn it.
Yeah, damn, I missed that. Yeah, TJ says Hank Aaron. Damn it, I messed up.
Yeah. So for you Caps.
Looks like they took some of Bronx Social's Mets hats. Wonder who came up with it first. And they have the Braves in the Mets colorway. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how you feel about that, Jay.
What?
The Braves in the Mets colorway.
So I actually like the colorway.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just don't like that it has that Mets side patch on it. Like I get why they're doing it. It makes sense. It's just it's not something I'll go out and get. I do like the colorway though.
How you guys feel about this? I know Jay, you kind of like it, but like the gold with the red, that McDonald's colorway. I can't get into it, man.
Dude, I went to Iowa State. Those were the colors at the time. I love this stuff.
You got to rep your alma mater. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the Braves one's cool. It sold out too fast for me.
That Seattle one they keep bringing back and keep selling out. That's a cool hat. Bottom right.
And that's fantastic that they keep bringing it back. It
Mhm.
sells out, they bring it back. Sells out, they bring it back. This is like the 5th time we've seen it.
Yeah,
They'll keep
I think I
bringing
caught
it
it on
back.
I think I caught it on the 3rd restock, but yeah, I think J Tips did something with it too. That's a cool
Yeah, he
hat.
took it and put Savior on the back.
Mhm.
And they keep selling it. So that's one thing I really like about For You is they keep restocking everything that sells out. Order some more.
Right.
Yeah. Anything on here a winner for you, Mickey?
Seattle. I mean, I'm not mad at the Braves, Mets. I think that just the color palette's nice.
Yeah.
That's it. Because the Bronx Social one, I'll be like, that's Bronx Socials. Like, I like that. Or I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, maybe,
Well, I mean-
independently they came with the same idea. It's possible too. We don't like to assume.
Somebody aired it, somebody voted it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So For You's been doing that all-star game crossover stuff for quite a while.
Yeah.
And Bronx Social did 3 other hats that were in the same veins. I'm guessing they just both ordered it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the same idea at the same time.
Which will happen.
Yeah, but it happens for sure. I mean, how many gum packs did we see come out from different stores all at once?
Yeah. Well, we saw
Oh,
three different people hooked Starbucks at the same time, pretty much.
Three
in succession.
three different, completely different beer packs all at the same time too. It's just inspiration comes from anywhere.
Mhm.
Sneaker Town. They're doing some things over there. And then they throw a rocket on a hat.
I'm not mad at that Tigers hat. So that's kind of like
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
No worries.
that's kind of like Travis Scott 6 vibes a little bit, Travi. Got the Travi in there.
Yeah,
The
that's
Baltimore so I don't know if that Houston one, man. Houston, we got a problem with that rocket though. Like, don't do it,
Dude,
man.
that's a great hat without that rocket though.
Yeah.
Get that.
It's got a mono brim though.
No, it doesn't. It's got a pink brim, white top.
A white top.
Or maybe it might be off-white, but that's definitely pink on the bottom. See
Okay.
the logo? Those are the 2 colors of the visor.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. It's kind of like a Merlot red too. It's kind of like a
Let me
wine
give you guys
color.
a proposal here. If that rocket was on the back, would it change how you feel about that?
I'd hate it even more.
Okay. Fair.
Good. Because I
Jason wears his hat
wear my hat
Okay,
backwards.
you're backwards. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that rocket would show up front and center, and I'm like,
Front
no way,
center
man.
for you. Wouldn't work. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
See, I don't hate the rocket so much. It's just that like they did it, they put it on a regular hat. It's cool, we bought it, but it's like now you just keep bringing it back, and it's like weird things. Like it doesn't do anything. Like if they made like a NASA orange with blue and whatever, and then they threw like a rocket. Okay, cool. It's Houston, Space City, NASA's there, Johnson Space Center, or whatever the heck. But like, just now you're just doing it just to do it. It's weird, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm all about the story. Like the hat could be, a mid hat, but if it has a good story, I'm like, yo, I need that. It's just,
I
like
had
the
that
fear.
problem. Go ahead.
Like the Fear of God hat you're wearing, right? Like is that the Gary Sheffield?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that to me makes me want to have the hat. It's Fear of God done in the Florida Marlins teal. It's got Gary Sheffield's thing, and then one of the All-Star games that he played in.
Yeah.
That makes it a cool hat. I'm sorry. Like if you don't know the story, you might say, "Oh, that's a bad hat" or whatever. But when you start figuring it out, Jerry Manuel grew up watching baseball. He idolized, these types of players. Gary Sheffield's one of the people that he liked watching play, and he got to work with Gary Sheffield and figured out what was his best All-Star game. So like stuff like that, like I'm all into that, but not everyone likes it at the same level. I get it, but tell a story.
Right. I like Tigers and the Blue Jays if I'm on this one, for the record.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That Tigers is
Tigers.
fresh.
Tigers is
Fantastic.
Anything walking tiger now flies, right, Jay?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's instant sellout almost. Not second only to the swinging tiger.
Yeah, yeah. Tigers are hot right now, man. They haven't been good in 15 or 10 years, but you know.
Yeah, they got
The
cool
hats are doing
logos.
well. Yeah, hopefully they get good royalties so they can restock their farm system.
Well, I think they get like wasn't it close to like $3 a hat.
I think $3 goes to MLB, but I think it all goes into
Oh,
revenue
okay.
sharing and stuff. I don't know how it works,
Gotcha.
but
right.
this one I don't know about.
Yeah, so
I love the '92 World Series. I mean, we beat the Braves, so it's
that's
forever my trump card on Jason, but I don't know if I need it on a white panel hat. I love the stuff that Kevin does, but you know he's going for it.
It's trying something different.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's able to get this approved without a team or anything on it.
There's just no team on it, I know.
I don't think so. What else?
Shout out Joe Carter for making the put up.
Yeah, come on now. I'm making me a little sick here, nauseous.
Joe Carter, first base.
Mickey, I'm guessing Dodgers fan.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That might even be worse than a Blue Jays fan, but anyway, still came out. Re-released their cherry
Sakura.
blossoms.
Yeah,
with a stone under instead of the pink. I don't hate these.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I have the brown one, I think, with the gray under, and then an olive one with the muscle bird. So these are good. You know, a little different.
I'm wondering if these got caught up in the shipping delays.
Maybe the first one sold well, and then
he
reorder them. I think he's gonna bring back the pink bottom. I saw him.
He did. He did say he is restocking the pink bottom too. So
yeah,
as always do well.
Not totally mad at these. I mean, and at the same time, I understand we just killed the Houston one with the rocket, but you know, these ones get a pass for me.
I don't know. The cherry blossoms, I understand more than the rocket or the Paul Revere or the
clam chowder and the
clam
sushi
chowder.
and yeah. The tram car. Yeah.
I don't know. These look more like art than clip art.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out both sides of my mouth. I don't know, but
maybe people think we're hypocrites. Who knows? But you know,
I'm sure I am. You go back and watch some of our earlier videos where I say I can't stand side patches. Now that's pretty much all I buy. So whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can only buy what they give you, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. Don't have many options otherwise. All right. Undefeated. Finally back in the fitted game a little bit. They did a gradient logo up top, 3 different colorways, and then their standard regular logo in black, forest, and navy.
Gray bottoms or green bottoms, you think?
I believe the bottom ones were gray, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And then I don't recall the top ones. Let me look quick.
Any opinion on Undefeated? I know they're kind of a competitor, I guess. They resell shoes.
They're in their own world.
Okay.
They do a great job. Friends with tons of people that work over there, and I mean, look, the 5 Strike logo is just like it's classic, like
yeah,
and it's a staple, and so you know they're a great shop.
Yeah, they did a collection. I believe it was either last year or the year before, where they had different flags on the side too. So they had like Japan, China, France, USA. So that was kind of cool. So, you know, these are kind of cool staple hats that you can kind of wear at any time and kind of rep Undefeated. So, and they've been doing reselling, and they actually got, you know, a couple Jordan collabs and a couple different collabs. So, you know, always a cool company. I'm not a huge fan of the gradient stuff, but that's not, you know, something that they invented or anything. But, you know, if I'm going for them, I'm going for the bottom bullets for sure.
Yeah.
It does. They don't say. They don't have pictures of the undervisor. Doesn't give anything in the description.
I would bet they're green.
I thought they were gray. I saw somewhere they were gray, but maybe not. They might be green.
I bet they're gray for that bottom row, or they might be green on that gradient.
Oh, you can see on that left gradient it is green.
Yeah.
You see it peeking out a little bit there.
Oh yeah, that's
Just
green.
barely.
Yeah. So
they're definitely a gray bottom kind of company.
The blue one might be gray. I don't know. Kinder surprise, I guess, you know.
Right.
Hopefully you'll like what you get.
Right.
All right. Oh,
Run Fu Hustle. If you guys want to see this made into a pin, you know, let us know. I think this would be a hilarious pin. But you know, we got 124 people, 91 likes. You know, thank you.
it's not bad.
Yeah, thank you for everyone for rocking with us. We got the chat popping. You know, shout out to everyone who's in here. But yeah, just drop a like on the video. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it really helps our channel. The more interaction and the more you guys do that, it helps us push us in the algorithm. You know, gets us seen more and gets us kind of advanced a little bit in the viewership. So we do appreciate everyone who watches and comments, like, subscribe. So you know, do us a favor, please.
You let me know when we're good to go. So Mickey, pop-ups have been coming up quite a bit lately. I know Yodi had one a couple weeks ago out in LA. And they well attended. And that, I mean, that sounds like a huge pop-up you're gonna have though, with a bunch of people there.
Yeah, I mean, pop-ups in general are, you know, it's an easy way for everyone to kind of connect, and we're lucky enough to have a really great space at our shop. So, you know, we welcome in with the good people that we get an opportunity to work with. And I mean, I can only speak for our pop-ups. And, you know, we've had some really great turnouts, like people just either calling out of work or doing whatever. Like we've had some pretty crazy turnouts. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but it's obviously difficult, you know, depending on the protocols, COVID and whatnot. So we try to do our best. I would have loved to flex long line around the block for an Olympic pack drop in person, but you know, we had to make those tough decisions.
Right.
And especially with drops like that, you also don't want anybody to fight you. So
That's true. Are we good to move on, Leon?
And the commenters corrected me. Undefeated does not resell. My bad.
yeah, they're a retailer, but that doesn't mean they don't resell to us.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm not.
I swear, I thought you can go in there and buy used shoes, or you can't go in there and sell your shoes there.
No.
The one in, okay, maybe I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But Capsule, the Dunkaroos are back this time in White Sox form.
Sir, this was the last Dunkaroos. So.
And then the top two, the top left looks like it's maybe a suede under. Is that a suede under, Jay?
No, these are both poly.
Fuzzy picture.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, fuzzy picture.
No, the corduroy though.
Yeah, they're corduroy. They brought back the corduroy.
How you guys feel about the corduroy?
I like it. I don't know. Cord is just, it's just nice to see things kind of switch up, but I would love to see it in different colors. Unfortunately, it's just not an option right now.
No, I didn't think I'd like corduroy, but those hats are super soft and super comfortable. So I like the socks one for sure. I like the colorway on that one. Dunkaroos, yeah, it's fine. Purple, my blue. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I don't know why I have such a problem with the Dunkaroos. Like, we have cereal hats, and I'm excited by cereal hats, but for some reason, I'm not into the Dunkaroos. And maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. But like, it's hooked good.
You don't have Dunkaroos in Canada?
I've eaten my fair share of Dunkaroos. But I think I prefer the chocolate one. Maybe that's why. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the sprinkles in the white version. It just seems unnecessary. But
how do you feel about like hooks that? Because typically, like when you do a hook, or when most stores do hooks, they'll do them and utilize a team letter that'll hook to what they're trying to sell the store. So like instead of a Detroit D, they're going with the Chicago White Sox logo. So just as an example, how do you guys feel about that stuff?
Well, they've actually done four different teams in this.
Okay, so I'm late.
Yeah. So they released like one a week for the last like 4 weeks.
Okay.
I can't remember. Did they do a Detroit one?
Remember,
I don't remember.
there's like a New York one for sure, I think, right?
Yeah, there was a New York Yankees one for sure. I mean, some people will do like, obviously a Detroit D would have done here with Dunkaroos. Some
Could've.
people will hook to where the Dunkaroos were invented or where they're made. And then some people just pick the color inspiration, run with the whole set of teams.
Yeah.
Um,
Or just the letter has something to do with it, but the city doesn't
Yeah.
have nothing to do with it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
tough, right? I like it to be based on location, but sometimes you want to hook something and there's no major league team there, so you're kind of screwed, right? Like you want to do something for Memphis, but there's no Memphis team, so it's tough. All right, so
Mhm.
I don't know. I like a story, however you tell it. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me, but yeah.
All right. So Anthem, here's the pictures I was talking about.
Yeah. So
Um,
Anthem uses the pier angle.
right. But no, they brought back the 92, 93 back-to-back champion camo hat, and then they released a new colorway in the powder blue and red.
So these are hooked
They
to
did
Canada Goose jackets.
Canada Goose. Okay. Yeah, like Goose Down jackets or what?
You don't know what Canada Goose is?
I know what a Canadian Goose is. They fly
No,
over here.
not the actual. Like,
Oh,
so
oh.
there's a jacket brand, Canada Goose. I thought we were world famous, but I guess not. But anyway,
Oh.
it's like an Arctic program thing. Like it's like really cold. So yeah. So these are two jacket hooks basically. They use Goose Down. They just actually announced that they're not using Coyote fur anymore, and they're moving forward, or like soon or whatever. So they're gonna kill a bunch of coyotes and use them for now, but then later on they're not gonna use them. But shout out to Canada Goose, huge, I guess winter parka company, and Dan hooked a couple hats to. They even got like an OVO collab. It's supposed to be famous, but I guess not famous enough for Jason.
We don't wear coats here. It doesn't get cold enough.
It doesn't get cold enough for you guys. I mean, it definitely doesn't get cold enough for Miki.
I'm
To be wearing
blasting
Canada
AC
Goose.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it only gets down to like 10 below here. That's jacket weather, not Canadian Goose weather, whatever you said. But no, he did something interesting too. He password protected the entire site to try and eliminate on bot
The
traffic.
bots?
I don't know if that worked for him or not. I haven't
Okay.
talked to him since, but
Yeah, we gotta talk to him about it. We gotta see.
yeah, you had to be a subscriber to his newsletter to get early access to get the password. So hopefully it worked for him. I haven't talked to him, but
Yeah.
and then by the time it went to public release, there was nothing left.
That's all right. Like, hopefully his fans got him.
I know Noble North does the same thing.
Mhm.
He's got private stuff. That's kind of cool though. Get your subscribers and
Yeah.
followers first dibs. So
I mean, as a creator, that's who you want to get your initial
Right.
stuff,
Right.
And if it sits and people buy and resell it, okay, it is what it is. But hopefully your fans get it first.
Yep.
all right. So lids. So according to some sources, these weren't supposed to be sold at all this week.
Mhm.
But whoever runs the website over there decided to throw them up early. And that's why you're seeing just a couple of teams and not an entire run.
Yeah, the gold ones have metallic gold under, right?
Yeah, so the gold ones have metallic gold unders, which I didn't load on the website, and then the blue ones have the light blue unders, like what they used around the logos themselves. So these are all Big Jack designs.
They're not bad.
Oh, I went and got the blue Minnesota one. I like that royal and light blue color.
Even though you hate the
Sure.
state, you support.
Even though I hate the state, their damn logos and side patches are actually pretty cool.
Fair enough. The Toronto one's not bad.
Yeah, not
Almost
bad.
like a shoe. Almost look like a shoe hook. Almost.
Yeah.
It might be inspired by a shoe. I'm
This is
sure
like
probably probably some sort of Jordan.
These remind me of bread fours. This could be something you can wear with a bread four, maybe. But lids applying pressure. They're doing huge drops. A lot of teams You can get them in store. People can touch in store. I mean,
Mhm.
people are even making a lot of money just assisting on buying stuff at Lids
Yeah.
right now. So
They're throwing a lot of stock in stores. That's
Yeah.
good to see. And somebody was asking, the rest of these are supposed to be coming out like way later this year, like wintertime.
really, they
Yeah.
leaked their winter collection in the summer.
Don't know what happened.
Okay.
Like October, November.
Damn.
Just-
Okay.
So
Someone might be
that's
getting
what
in
I've
trouble.
heard. That's what I've heard.
Someone might be getting in trouble, or they're running out of warehouse space or something.
Or they
That could
just
be.
just didn't show up.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, or they just didn't show up.
Well, that's the
So
problem
I-
with doing huge collections like this, like waiting for all of them to come in at the same time, right? Like sometimes you get separated stuff.
So that's why I'm thinking is like, because you see their Milwaukee and Minnesota ones, and I think New Era does certain logos at certain factories, depending on what they are.
So
I'm
it might
just
be alphabetical.
well, not alphabetical, but they just might have gotten these ones done early and shipped them early or whatever. Not early, but on time,
Yeah.
or not as late.
Yeah.
And just shipped them. And Fanatics is be like, Lids, you got too much shit sitting in the warehouse. We're loading the stuff. Get it
I mean,
out of here."
as a retailer, sitting on inventory, not selling it is not too smart, especially if you don't know
Right.
when the other stuff's coming.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
some retailers order the same teams in the same quantities. So you might see some matching up because if it's a certain quantity, it'll get it produced in the same kind of wave.
Mm,
Sure. That makes sense.
so these are like the mid wave, probably, like
Yeah,
not as
probably.
popular.
Right, what they didn't order heavy on.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good hats though.
Yeah.
Aside.
Which I love.
Right.
It's from your area, Mickey area, the neck of the woods. They had their little script logo hat come out.
In China.
There you go. You can actually see where it's made on this hat.
Yeah,
That's not a bad angle either.
yeah.
See, good
That's a
photo
good
idea
good
there.
good photography. That's a lot of megapixels on it. Yeah, hat with the West Side on it. I don't know. I mean, their brand is based on West Side Love, so shout out to them. But I'm
Yeah.
lukewarm. I'm lukewarm on it.
I like a lot of the stuff they do. Just the branded one, not a super huge fan of. But
Like the hand with the heart, that's cool.
well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's just great.
So our friend Carlos at Fit Fanatic had a couple of hats go for pre-order. Hopefully he's able to get these fulfilled in a pretty good amount of time. But he's got a swinging Capone, and I don't remember what the other one was.
It's like a fitted bandit, almost, or like a
Mhm.
kind of like a cat burglar kind of thing. He's robbing you of your duffels with and he's gonna hit you with a rosary.
The rosary, so he's
Fly.
like keeping it balanced, like it's not really a sin.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm pretty sure it is though.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's a commandment.
And then the Capone, he posted a picture too of like some old like Bugs Bunny stuff, and it looked like the character kind of resembling that. So that was kind of interesting. He's always doing some type of Chicago stuff. So shout out to Carlos. With that, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I hope Clink doesn't give him any issue for him using a template. That's a Clink template, but here's what it is. But yeah, all the power for the Fanatic.
Speaking of Clink,
Mm-hmm.
there's 6 new entries this week. Any winners here, Mickey?
I'm digging the little surfing turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Oh, it's a chain, not a rosary. Okay.
Okay.
So you stole your chain.
All right. Whatever. It had a cross on it, so
Right.
I thought it was rosary too. Anyway, Leon, we kind of cover these in Monday morning crits, except for a couple of them. But
Well, 3 of them we never even seen before, right?
Right.
So Helvis, that's pretty damn cool.
That is very cool by Jason B.
Mm-hmm.
And
Resurrecting the Kong guy. I think that's Elaine and Aurelian, I believe.
Yep.
A little negative space. That's okay. And then the bomber is from Ink Park, I believe. So that's always
Yep.
cool.
Mhm.
He works really close with Pierre. Pierre loves symmetry, so that's something right down their alley, I guess. And then the astronaut riding the space cowboy, right? That's what it was.
Right, space
Yeah.
cowboy.
So they changed the asteroid to look like a bull because it was just like an inanimate object before. So I like that move. And
Yeah.
then
Kurt's been on the show before.
mhm. And then the other one, I think is Jacobo, right? With the luchador.
Top left flying
Yeah.
eagle.
So they got rid of the Serape, which I'm okay with because I feel like Serape is just getting overused. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's Mexican. Let's just throw Serape. And that being said,
Well,
I mean a Serape hat. But,
They kind of put the pattern into the flames though. You
yeah,
see that
yeah.
Serape there.
So maybe later on, maybe Hack Club gets a hold of it and they do a Serape. But
Mhm.
this is kind of interesting. A second week in a row where there's a lot of black hats. Last week, I
Again.
think it was 5 out of 6. This time it's 4 out of 6. Black hats always sell better. And they make the logos pop. So, I don't know if the luchador needed black, but the other 3 kind of do. So I'm not totally mad at them. It's a pretty solid week. I'll probably pick up like 3 or 4 of these.
For sure. John does a great job at airplane. The art. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's badass.
Leaders out of Chicago came up with their chrome collection up top, and they're still doing the flowers on front.
They sell really well, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They're not selling one to me though.
Yeah. So the Merlot one in the bottom, that
Right.
White Sox one, there was a Cubs one that accompanied it, but I think they sold them in store first, so none of them probably made it to the website because that was a
Right.
good hat.
It was. It had the basically the logo above it, but in that mint teal color.
Yeah.
That was
TJ helped me
really
grab
nice.
that. Shout out TJ. How you guys feel about the chrome pink olive thing? I don't. That's kind of a miss for me.
Yeah.
I do like a lot of the stuff they do, but
maybe in different proportions, it might look good. Like maybe use the green as the crown. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the off-white two-tones. You know that.
I love off-white two-tones.
I know. I'm not as sold on them as you guys are. I don't know.
You're wearing a good one, Leon.
Yeah. Where'd I get this one? Damn, this is a good one.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. The Cubs one could be pretty good if they use a different patch. I know why they use that one. It matches perfectly, but it's not a good patch. Somalia
just like team declaration, like this is a Cubs patch.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, right? You had so much history. You can do so many things with that Cubs one, man. The Bulls one is okay, right? But like where you lose me is the 6-time champs. I hate the proclamation. Like we won this many times. Like it's gonna eventually it's gonna be obsolete and wrong, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you would hope so as a fan.
Yeah. Like the Dodgers kept releasing the 6-time champ one, right? And it's like, yo, you guys won 7 already, man. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah, it's risky to do any LA patches right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's a good problem to have, right?
With the team they have, yeah. Or the worst though was when New Era did the Yankees 26 World Series champions. They had 27 and haven't won one since like 2009. So I don't know. You had 12 years to get it right. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Yeah, leaders doing some good stuff. And Just Fitteds is selling some good hats. They know how to pick them.
Yeah. So the Taz on the bottom left, that's Team Collective. Shout out Kevin, he made that one. The Toronto Blue Jay in the purple and thing that's the second time we've seen someone take that. That's the Hat Club crossover. The Minnesota Golden Gophers Panna Cotta. The Oakland Blue, that's a Space Jam hook. Hat Club hasn't even released that one yet. So that's a Hat Club hat.
Now, to be fair, the top two on the two on the left on the top row, Just Fit is also released before.
Yeah.
Although those did come out from Hat Club this week.
Yeah. And then the My Fitteds
Treehouse.
Treehouse and the Cincinnati one. I don't remember who made that, but I was familiar. But
So
I don't know, man. Like,
Cincinnati, Milwaukee, those look like for you hats.
okay. So they spoke about the different rules. Hans works for Just Fitted, and he spoke about the different rules. He was saying, you know, in America, you guys can design a hat and order 18 units. In Europe, if you wanted to,
does it? Yep.
yeah. So if you want to do it over there, if you want your own colorway, you have to order 144. And if you do, then it can get locked to you or something like that or whatever the heck. But the irony of it is so they're using the 144 as a thing, like, oh, we can't order 144. But like, if you ordered 144 of these of other people's hats, you could sell a lot of them.
Oh, they sold out on most of these. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's legal. You can do it. You can do it based on, New Era's whatever and blah 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 and all that stuff. But like, morally, man, as a creator, man, like, come on, man, like that's weak, man.
I don't know. They are based in Germany.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it beats paying a reseller, I guess. Kinda.
It does give.
Now I know this.
What's that?
I'm like, oh yeah, they took our. I'm like, never mind. Now I know. Now I'm remembering who they are.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. They had the mocha pack, I believe.
Pink mocha, yeah.
Yep. Pink. Yeah. I mean,
good for them.
I don't know. They do pick good. They do pick good hats.
It's not against the rules, but is it lame? It's lame. It's like foul baiting in the NBA. You get rewarded with 3 shots, but is it in the spirit? Does it play with the spirit of the game? Like, come on, I don't know.
They are in a different geographic region. That's all I'll say on that.
It's like you guys steal everyone's hats, and then they're coming out and saying, "Oh, we don't know who we're stealing from or whatever." It's like, okay, so does that make it better?
That's the part that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna take, just take, and own that you take, but don't sitting around like, oh, I didn't know, it just got offered to me. Like, no, they don't. Like, full transparency. Back when Marco we weren't on top of like designing our own shit. Like, they're like, before we cooked up anything, they're like, oh, would you like the lemonade? Would you like the cotton candy? And I'm like, no, like, that's not us. That's not who we are.
Right.
Like, we got to tell our story. And so, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, for the rep, it's a lot easier. Hey, look, this mid is, 100%. Pre-approved. We know that this is going to go through. Do you want 100 of these? We just, X store ordered, 5,000. Do you want 100? You can make some money, but it's not the right way to do stuff, man. Like, I don't know. And I get it. Like, people who can't catch on the first time, you can catch on the second time. You can catch with these guys. Fine, whatever. But like, morally, man, I don't think I can ever really just jack that. Like Kevin, that Taz hat in the bottom left, that might not be a hat for everyone. But I know Kevin, when he designed that, he was pretty proud. Like, yo, I did a Space Jam hat, he based it off the trailer. He did it in whatever. And then just to see it pop up somewhere else and have someone else make money on that, that's stealing at the end of the day. Like, you're preventing a store from bringing it back.
Are they though?
Ship the store. I don't know, man. Like, this idea don't exist unless I make it. Right now, you're taking my idea and you're making money off of it. Like, it's weird, man. No other company would let you do that. Like, I don't know. It's weird, man.
I'd agree with you if you had your own license, but because it's a shared license, I'm playing devil's advocate, right? Like,
no, I hear you. I hear you.
It's a friendly argument or discussion. Sorry.
There's no right. There's no like 100% right and 100% wrong. Everything is just very like different variations of gray and whatever, right? Like, is what they're doing legal? Perfectly legal. Is it not gross? It's kind of gross.
It is gross. I get it.
Right.
It's really gross when people mark it up crazy though. That's like, because people are doing that shit, and that's what is like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah. And the resellers and whatever might be driving like people to be like, yo, just you can make any hat you want. Can you just make this hat? Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the rep is probably like, these are the ones that sold the best. Which ones do you want?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. I'm always gonna side with the creator, but at the end of the day, like, I do feel for the person that lost to a bot or is not in the same location, so they can't line up overnight and whatever. Like, I get it, but I don't know. When this is your offering, man, like it's just gross. I don't know. Shout out to Just for this though.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate too. If the original creator is completely sold out,
Yeah, they didn't
and
order
not-
enough. They didn't order enough.
and didn't order enough, and probably won't ever bring it back. What's wrong with another store ordering it? Because people still want it.
Right.
As long as that other store isn't, jacking it up to 70, $80 like we've seen some other stores do.
Mhm.
As long as they're paying it, selling it
So-
for MSRP, they're
so
bringing
here's-
back the classics. They're bringing back the greatest hits, right?
Here's where it gets gross. You've tried to steal it. So you can't make the little bit of effort to figure out who you stole it from and be like, yo, shout out to whatever. I don't know.
But if they don't have that information, how are they supposed to get it?
Right.
I mean,
Now they can see online, whatever, but like in the instance of the other two, those weren't even released yet. Like
Mhm.
they don't. How are they supposed to know if it's not information that's given to them? I'm playing devil's advocate here.
That's fine.
I'm not necessarily a fan of this practice,
yeah.
but I understand why they do it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, if you're gonna reach your hand and steal from the tip jar, man, I don't know. Like you gotta look those people
It's
in
not
the eye
stealing.
later.
That's the thing. It isn't.
It is
stealing,
kind of
though.
stealing, man. It is kind of stealing.
New
It is.
era-
This isn't
Who
like.
owns these designs? Who owns
No,
these
but-
designs?
But fair.
Who owns them?
It's not like they're just retroing on fields.
I
These
know,
are things
but
that
who
didn't
owns
exist.
these designs?
But these are things that didn't exist without these stores. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that, but at the end of the day, who owns these designs?
New era.
Major League Baseball.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, it's not a fair practice. Like if Mickey designs a hat, he
Mhm.
doesn't own that design, right?
No, I get
Major
that. He
League
gets that.
Baseball owns that design.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can sell as many as he can possibly sell of that hat. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, he doesn't own it, even though he put all the work into it. It's an unfair system, and I get that, but it is what it is with a shared license, like he said.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm totally whatever, right? But I don't know. There's like a weird line to it, right? Because like no
Mhm.
one can just retro a design collective hat that someone drew. So
That's because
the logos is
the
drawn from
logo
nothing.
is copyrighted work. New Era can't sell that because
Yeah.
it's not licensed to them. It's licensed to the artist.
No, but you give up the rights when you submit.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. It depends on your content, whatever. We're not gonna
Yeah.
get into the whatever, but
And the
You know?
creative is like to the universe the moment you submit, right? Like we purposely, and I'm sure everybody's purposely not submitted things. So it's not just sitting there because your allocation doesn't align with when you get things approved, right? Like at this point, we're all trying to line things up so that they can sync through, but it doesn't work that way. And I mean, look, I think at the end of the day, like you're not going to always make your consumer or your customer or your fan happy. That's like, you're always going to get people who are like, why didn't, like literally people who have never met me or don't even have my personal phone number speak to me like I just stabbed them in the back. And I'm like, I don't know you.
Right.
Like, and so I get it. If you can go get it somewhere else, okay, go get it somewhere else. I'm not offended. If anything, it does support, and it's in an indirect compliment, sure. And if it makes you happy to have the hat, by all means, go get the hat and pay whatever you're going to pay. I will always do my best to offer the hat as we can. But like you said, like our hands are tied. If I wanted to give you, I can't even get people a damn pink mocha pre-order on time. You know what I mean? Like because of their hands being tied. So if someone had it in hand, I wouldn't be mad if somebody went and bought it over there, but it is difficult because it's the only space right now where you will use creative energy and no longer control it the moment you tell the world.
yeah.
Right.
That's the tough part about it. I don't know. And I get it.
Right? As a creative, we're giving you a piece of us.
Yeah.
As a consumer, they just want the fucking product.
Yeah, they don't care where it comes from.
They don't give a damn.
Right.
Because that same person would pay $150 for a brown on brown or a two-tone pink mocha, but if they can get it for 80 from this other spot that's a New Era retailer, they'll go get it. Like, it's tough, but you know, well,
But I mean, you're putting creative effort into essentially commodity, and that's, I mean, that's tough to do. I mean, you do it because you have a passion for hats and you like designing and making hats. But at the end of the day, the consumers are buying commodity. It's a commodity item in the fact that New Era can make as much of them as they want and sell it to whoever they want. So yeah, it's a catch-22, and I get this both sides of the argument. I don't think it's ever going to win, and unless the licensing changes, it's never going to change.
Right.
So, because anyway, so these rare hats were available in Germany this week. USA Calf King did a bunch of retro patches and a couple of custom colorways. Now, that bottom middle Angels one.
Ugh.
That's a campfire, right?
Oh yeah, bottom middle. Yes, yeah. That looks like
Is
campfire.
Is it the exact same one? Or is
I
it
could
just
tell
the
you.
same?
I don't
in
want to
brown and
accuse
green?
them. I don't want to accuse them
Yeah.
one way or another if I can't remember offhand. But it looks like it. But you know, the one on the
Right.
middle, possibly maybe borrowed. One on the right didn't borrow from no one. So you know, at that point, just steal.
What?
No, I'm saying the Angels one on the immediate right of that.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what you're gonna put together, then just steal, man. Whatever.
It's got a taco on the back. Does that change your mind?
Oh my god, a taco. Those don't even look like the tacos that those people
It
eat.
doesn't have a taco on the back.
That pink Angels one has a taco on the back.
Oh my God. Why?
I don't know.
It's an Easter taco.
Yeah.
Pierre called the
Um,
Hank Hill forehead, and I can't unsee it either.
Right. It does kind of look like a forehead with a receding hairline, but I don't know.
The rest of them are okay, you know. I can do without the nuclear palm tree Laker hat, but the rest of them, you know, lefty side patches, good stuff.
Classic grays. Good stuff. Toppers. Another big week for them. Mix of everything again.
Yeah. The Indians got the World Series. I thought that wasn't allowed, but that's cool.
That's a loser patch too.
And they never won, right? Well, like in the 90s, they never won.
Not with that logo. I don't think they won.
Yeah.
While they were wearing that logo. Anything good here?
Mudville 9 for sure.
Yeah,
so that's bottom middle.
Yeah.
Rochester Red Wings is pretty cool. But yeah, you feel anything, Nikki, here?
Oh, I'm not mad at the Tigers in the top right.
Yeah.
Kind of the tonal with the UV is cool.
Yeah, that Marlins logo looks small, eh? The side patch.
Yeah.
It does. It does, yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
I don't know. And main account, that's not a glizzy. That's a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
That's not wrapped in its own skin.
With onions, I think, too.
Yeah. With cheese. All
With
right.
cheese. All right.
Moving on, a little mix of everything again. Celtics one, and take my favorite logo of all time and throw gold in it. I'm set. I'm buying that thing.
I'm not into the new 75th anniversary stickers they'd be putting on the bottom of it. It's like every team.
You take the
I mean, you
sticker
can stick it.
off,
I know.
right?
I'm just, you know, I'm nitpicking a little bit. But the Padres, that old Padres, that like Jake Peavy, Chris Young era, like blue and white, and they flipped it to walnut and gold. That one's really cool. And is it just me or is that Diamondbacks top left? That logo's surprisingly low.
So
That's
I
like
think
a
it's
low
just the
rider right there.
angle of the photo.
That might be a mock-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's kind of cool. That's like a Phoenix Coyotes kind of Kachina style hook. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the Twins in that old Timberwolves color. That's kind of cool too. I'm assuming the LSD tire sold out, right? Instantly.
Yeah.
Plain Jane?
Oh yeah. I mean, nobody can keep that hat in stock.
Yeah.
And we've seen some terrible colorways of that hat that's so obviously. So
Mhm.
that's a good on-field version of it. So
Yeah.
even with
Shout out to the
color
comments,
fly.
man. There's some battles going on in the comments right now.
I can't even
I can't keep up. Yeah.
Actually,
No.
Leon, I got one question that stood out to me.
Mhm.
Is coloring a hat considered design?
Yes,
There's an
To me-
argument there.
To me,
there
it's
is an art
it's designing, but you know, some people
because
don't think if you're not drawing,
I'll-
it's not designing or something. But
I'll put it this way. When you think of an artist, we've all seen really good artists, right? We've all seen really bad artists. Like I can't draw worth a lick, right?
Right.
So we've seen some people that are really, really good at picking colors, as some of these commenters would say.
Sure.
And then we've seen some people that are really, really, really bad at it too. I mean, you guys were ripping those MLB shop designs a couple slides back. So there's definitely some creativity, Dank.
Dank has entered the chat.
I don't care, Dank. I'm going to say this right now. There are different mediums of art.
Trigger warning.
Just because you're not drawing something doesn't mean it's not art. I'm a computer programmer. When I write code, it's art compared to what some other people do. There's art in every
Talk your
medium
shit.
that we work in. Yeah. So just because I'm not drawing doesn't mean it's not art. And there are definitely people that are better at this art than other people. So yes, it is an art. It's a different medium, whatever. Don't say it's not an art. You know it's an art, isn't it, Mickey? There's an art to picking those colors and making those threads and patterns and fabrics work together.
So I think the art comes into the ability to tell a story. Is the actual physical action of coloring any product considered design? Maybe not in some eyes, but the reality is there's how many hats being produced every week, every month. Like you're just trying to do your best to show a reflection of what that is. Now, I can understand how Dankadelic is going to be in his feelings because maybe whatever he's worked on hasn't caught on to the masses, and that gets frustrating. And I think we all start somewhere, we all get there. So instead of finding ways to see where the negative is, like this is a community, right? And the only way this community is going to continue to evolve is by embracing each other and embracing where the talents are. And so I think that's really number one, is like embracing those things and putting them at the forefront. And unfortunately, what's someone going to do? Like at the same time, like our limitations are also within that license, are within MLB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like throwing an upside down logo. Okay. Hall of Fame did it a long time ago. Kill the Hype did it most recently, and they're killing it, but their stuff is unlicensed, right? Then MLB approves every team except the Dodgers. And I think maybe the Yankees also got clipped at the very end, right? And so it's like you can only do so much. Like you can't even turn the logo upside down. What makes you think that if we were given creative freedom, we wouldn't do more? Also, you know what I mean? So like all designers are going to work within their parameters and do their best to tell a story while not getting declined,
Yeah. And they're not just going to let you make whatever Dodger hat you want to make. You kind of have to use their pre-approved logos. So that's part of the game too. So for you to like kind of discount that and say, oh, well, you're only using that's the game that they're playing. So I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Let's put it this way. We have an entire industry based on interior designers, people that pay other people to go in and basically pick colors for their house. You're telling me that's not art either? There's art subjective, very, very subjective. Just because you work in one medium doesn't mean your medium is better than another person's, right? Or vice versa. It's all art. I'm tired of this argument. I'm moving on.
Yeah, that's fine. What else Topper's got?
More just picking colors.
Yeah, more picking colors. I mean, a couple of these we've seen before.
We have.
From
I
other
think a few of
places.
these. Well, a few of these might have been their own restocks too. I'm not even sure. I lose
Mm.
track after a while, but
The Phillies for sure came from Hat Club. But
probably.
you know,
I don't know.
I mean, you released 10 and you bore one. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people missed out on the hat, so you know, this is your chance. It's a good hat.
Good.
But the Giants is nice. The A's is real nice. You know, San Diego's not bad. You know, these are all right hats.
I don't know. I
I'm
like
sorry.
Phillies.
This chat's got me boiled. Anyway,
Don't look, Jay. Don't
Don't
look.
even
no,
look
I'm,
at
I'm,
the
I'm,
Stop
I'm
looking.
just,
Stop
I'm
looking. Let
turning my
them
phone
battle each
off right
other,
now.
man. Let them
Yeah,
battle each other.
okay. All right. Yeah, these are good. The 99 is really good. I know we've probably seen something like it before. We probably just saw it at USA Cap, but whatever.
Mm.
Good stuff. Toppers does have the fastest shipping in the game by far.
Yeah, they do. Some of the side patches looking small though, like that 96 Yankee. That's the small
Again,
one
I
too.
think sometimes it's just the
The
angle of the
angle?
picture.
Ah,
That
looks
does
small to
that
me, man.
96 does look small, especially when you look at it compared to the Montreal next
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We gotta talk to Pat about that. What's going on?
Yeah. All right, Ron, for corner.
Four corner, yeah. Ron Z out of
bring it back.
San Antonio.
I'm gonna butcher this name, so why don't you take it, Leon? What's the name of this hat? What's this animal?
Oh, I think it's a Quetzalcoatl. I think.
Thank you. Yes,
I
it was.
think. Dank will
just-
correct me if I'm right or wrong, but it's
I
a
can't.
god.
Yes.
Mm.
He's very much Aztec theme.
Mhm.
For
Ron's been around forever too. He's been doing this thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron.
for sure. And then finally, FAM, just picking colors again. They brought back their pink and brown hat that somebody else probably did before, but
Yeah,
the Braves one's a new one we haven't seen before.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, see, that's another brown, pink, and copper. That color palette that's pretty common these days.
Something
Not
about
bad.
that pink.
Yeah. Not
What's
bad.
that?
I said something about that brown and pink.
Brown and pink, yeah. And well, it's I mean,
It's that Travis Scott, right?
Boca Fours, whatever. Yeah, it comes from the shoe world, obviously, but
Yeah.
you throw brown and pink on a hat, it won't last.
No, not at all.
Doesn't matter what it is.
No.
All right. Well, that
All right.
was it.
We did
That
it.
was it for the week. Man, 2 hours, only three of
Wow.
us, and
Yeah, I apologize, Mickey. We didn't know that we were going to take up this much of your
Ah.
time. So, thanks for
Yeah.
rocking with us.
Had a good time.
Just so a reminder, end of August, if you're in the Burbank area, LA, hit up the Mag Park 6-year anniversary party. You'll be able to get some of these hats, these ones maybe.
might have been too slow, Leon.
Yeah, free previews for everyone. But thanks for rocking with us. Longtime supporter of your brand and some of the stuff you guys are doing out there.
Sure.
Shout out to Mickey. We got some fun stuff on the way, cool collabs, all that good stuff. So you have anything to say before to the people on this platform, this wonderful platform?
I'm gonna go get some canvases and start drawing
Mhm.
hangmen to legitimize my resume as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're gonna have your own branded stuff re-come out, right? You've already come out with your snapbacks, so got to get you some fitted. So
No, look, being honest, I appreciate you guys for having me on. It's been an incredible journey for us to really jump into this world. I'm beyond grateful for some of the things that we've been getting support for, and that's really it, man. So I appreciate anybody who's ever even been on the Mag Park website, and I know we got a lot to come through and on its way. So once it shows up, we'll continue to push on.
perfect,
man.
All right,
And
so make sure
August 27th.
August 27th, 28th, 29th. August 27th, 28th will be the big days that everybody can come out. I think we will be dropping something alongside some of our 6-year anniversary fitteds that we are dropping. So we hopefully have that there.
Very
All right.
cool. Very cool.
All right, guys. So make sure you guys drop a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel, viewsfromthevault.com for official merchandise. Podcast available on all major streaming platforms. Make sure you guys give Miki a follow on IG. Hey, Miki War. That's his handle. Until next time, guys, we signing out. Leon.